The age of imperialism marked a period in world history in which certain nations began to assert their superiority in the form of global conquest. For some, the objective was land acquisition. Others, the motive was entrenched in religious beliefs. However, for the Empire of Great Britain, one significant driving force for its expansion were the abundant natural resources necessary to operate and best use the expanding industrial sector in this small island nation. The following is a recollection of the British conquest of India in the 19th century, written by a British military official involved in the British and Indian affairs. Our country's relative lack of land area does not resemble the ingenuity and motivation of the British people to assume its rightful place as a world superpower. As our industries grow, so too does the demand for natural resources. That is why we arrive today in India, eager to establish commerce and continue our manipulation of natural resources as we have done so successfully in the past in the Americas, Africa, Australia, and Canada. In fact, our most recent conquest in Africa brought great wealth in the form of diamonds. This trip, however, quenches our thirst for cotton. Our homeland's lack of adequate climate and arable land are no match for the vast amounts of cotton found in larger subtropical nations like India. You should have seen the look of excitement on the Indian prince's face when we arrived. The idea that his nation will begin receiving newly developed industrial products from British factories, as well as political support from the British Empire, was, as we expected, too much to resist. Unbeknownst to him, we will soon monopolize the market and begin the process of occupation in this mineral-rich land. Our plan will be simple. First, we will gain the trust of the Indian people. It's funny how new products in a stimulated economy lure people in. Whereas tribal infighting and feuding between tribes provided an opening in our conquest of Africa and the Americas, the Indian people lack communication and cohesiveness due to the divisive caste system which separates the educated from non-educated peoples. It will not be difficult to manipulate the masses. Soon, they will be working for us. Once we begin producing and selling large quantities of British-made clothing for extremely low prices, Indian businesses will be forced to close down. After all, would you want to buy one Indian-made shirt for £10 or 10 British-made shirts for £5? Even more exciting is the thought of Indian people working countless hours in the humid, rain-soaked fields, picking the very cotton that will finance our nation's rise to global dominance. A friend recently asked me why the British government and its people continue to abuse the rights and resources of other nations, and I could only think of one logical response. They continue allowing us to do so.